for the last 3 years, I have done what I call the Firedancer Award. And so on our call today, you'll see that we've got the first Firedancer Award that I gave out was to Connie Jones. So Connie, if you're on there right now, wave your hand. I know you've been on. So say hello to Connie to you guys. Last year's was Kathy McCarty, and it was so much fun to award those two. And so I sit every year now and really in deep contemplation of, okay, who's it going to be this year, right? And so let me grab something here. Bear with me. This year, I had to, as I sat with it, I was really thinking about it's been a crazy year, right? We've been in this crazy year of 2020. And when I look across my clients, the ones they've been visible, they've been all getting out, they've been doing things. And I look for somebody who epitomizes visibility, courage, that's getting out, that has some resilience. There's resilience in what they're doing. And I am super, super excited to be announcing our 2020 Firedancer. So bear with me while I open this up so that so it looks like this. It's beautiful. And I am so happy to be announcing Nicole Trick Steinbach. You want to come up, Nicole? Yeah, take your mask off. I already said that we needed Kleenexes for today. I'm going to hug you. I'm not going to hug you, but grab a seat and let me tell you about this wonderful woman. Let me just tell you about her. This woman, she just is a go-getter. She is out and about. She started her business. How long ago now did you start your business? A year?
A year and 4 months.
A year and 4 months. And she has surpassed $100,000 this year. So give her a hand, right? I can tell you that I did not grow my business that fast. So it blows me away that how you've done this. Nicole helps women in tech find their brave. And she's been in the world of tech. She's been at companies like SAP, big, large companies. She took this jump to be to really go out, and she's so passionate about making a difference in the world of women in tech and changing how they show up in their brave and helping them change their salaries. And she's had stories that, and we'll hit on a couple of her client stories because they're so incredible. She has been selected by the Anita B organization as a coach, which is a big deal in the world of tech, women in tech. She has recently been nominated as the Top Women in Tech, Top Global Women in Tech Award. She's been nominated for that. Huge deal. A Global Women in Tech nominee right here. And I think the thing that has inspired me so greatly is just how she's getting out and being brave in her message. She found a solid message. She's been visible. You've been on, I don't even know how many podcasts you've been on, how many stages you've been on. You've been on big stages in the virtual, and before virtual, you were being on big stages in the real life. This is, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So start with this. Just tell us a little bit about this journey. You went from $0 to $100,000 and beyond this year. In a year, that was a tough year. There took some resiliency to kind of stay in it, and there weren't always bright day moments, right? What's that journey been like for you, and how is what's the advice what did you learn in this year when it comes to resiliency and staying in the game and getting out there anyway, right?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm still whirling.
Yeah.
So, thank you. So definitely is being yourself and being really wacky. Or if you're not wacky, being, Nancy, as an example, Nancy for me is incredibly warm, being very warm.
Yeah.
And totally screwing up. I'm watching my language because I'm shaking, guys. I'm so excited. So this is an example, right? Like this is just who I am right now at this moment. And people love that, especially on the virtual stages and in the one-on-one conversations. So I have definitely been challenged by you and by a variety of people here and then also here in spirit. And then I gift that forward. So that has been really powerful. That's the first thing.
Piece of it, right?
The gifting forward
I think that's
thing.
a really good point, because that's when you open up into it and then you start to feel that gifting forward. It's the energy is moving, right?
Yes. Yeah. And knowing that's actually something really wonderful. So I'm a corporate refugee. We have a number of corporate refugees, and that gifting forward was very frequently seen as a weakness. And I was literally told not to do it. Yeah. And just being myself has been really remarkable. And then, investing in myself has been really, really important. So I'm a job creator. So for what we were talking about with the teams and, really earning the money is, JC does my social media. I've had support with my website. I have support with my emails, because if I try to do that, I'm not a happy person. Yeah. And the reason I left corporate was to earn more money, but also to be a happier person and make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that when you look at you stepping into, I loved when you found your brave message, right? I remember when you found it.
Yeah, my husband does too.
So share what that was.
Okay, so the background has a little bit of story. So I had actually and again, like listening to yourself. So I had been told for years Anita B didn't want to hear my message. I didn't need to propose my message because I didn't want to hear it. And I finally decided to just do it on my own. And not only was it accepted, but we were standing room only. Yeah. And I'm sitting there and I'm working on my proposal. And I'm like, I just want to, change and lead and be yourself. And, this whole dichotomy, these ones and zeros in your code has to be clean is so male. It's so white, straight male or straight Mandarin male, and it doesn't have to be that way. And my husband's like, well, just call it bravery. I mean, that's what you talk about all the time. And guys, the most people that could be in this room were 500. And I swear we had like 575. It was standing room only, and people resonated with that. And then I left it on that stage. Yeah. And I didn't take it forward until it was, you were kicking my butt and I
don't really kick your butt, but
she kicks your butt. And my accountability partner. And then we were also inside of this, in our the spotlight thing when we were all together.
The Soul Speaks.
Yes.
Soul Speaks.
Yes. Thank you. The Soul Speaks in this space. And it just came out of me and the whole room went silent and I went silent. And it was like, we were all supposed to be there in that moment to step into it.
And I'm guessing that yesterday, Christina Wells' message of being too much resonated with you.
And the poverty.
Yeah, and that part of it too, right?
Single mom, poverty, food. Yeah.
Here's your opening line of your signature story. Please just share that, right?
Okay. All right. So my name is Nicole Louise Judith Trick Steinbach. and my name is too long. I'm too tall. I'm too funny. I'm too loud. I'm too technical. I'm not technical enough. And to quote a mentor of mine, someone has been telling some lies.
Yeah. So, right. Who has felt that, right? Who has felt that I'm too much and they want to play smaller? And what happened when you started to own that?
Girl, I earned money. I earned money, and I love podcasting, and I actually didn't apply for any of the first 4 or 5 podcasts.
They just started coming your way.
They
You
just
had-
came
you had
that
something
way.
that you had something to say.
Yeah, and I was myself.
Yeah.
I was myself. So Dr. D's social group was one that I was on it, and when we finished taping, he's like, girl, I love this. And I was like, vulnerability, hangover in the house. And he's like, I'm going to give you like 2 seconds to think about whether or not we're push and play. I was like, we're push and play.
Yeah.
And then Dr. Dina Brown, also incredibly vulnerable. And I've had so many people share their stories with me. And the story is energy, and the energy is also the money. And I charge what I'm worth.
Yeah.
And I like when people go, that feels good.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is one thing I'm really proud of Nicole is she has no qualms about charging a big number to women in tech who are making good salaries. And she's been really good at that. So if you want lessons on how to up your prices, she'll give you the pep talk. I highly recommend that. What else do I want to ask you? So we've talked about visibility, podcast stages. What's just the biggest piece of advice that you give to people as they're building their business to this next level, right? And it's like whatever level, we have all different levels of people's businesses in the room, and really going for it. So how to really step into it, right? To go big with it.
Yeah. Oh gosh, just one. So I'm going to be myself and not go with one.
Okay.
Love on yourself and make sure that your community loves on you. In this space right now, in this virtual space, I have people who, in this physical space too, I have people who really love on me. And I've been dealing with some health issues, and my business has continued to make a lot of money in the last 4 weeks when I have been gifting myself health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So making the choices for health.
Yeah. Making the choices for health, and making sure that you love on yourself and you have a community that loves on you. And that tells you brave truths. I don't always like what I hear, like this whole thing about a universe. I didn't like it, and I remained open to it, and it's so true. Like, and growing into that and investing in yourself. And if you're married, he's a part, or she is a part of your business. So have some real hard conversations. Yeah. And at the end of the day, this year has been really rough health-wise. It's been rough emotionally. This election, I swear I have 55 more gray hairs just from a couple of days ago because my husband's German. And it has also been the most amazing year. I can honestly say this has been the most amazing year.
And how's the mastermind and the community and
oh my gosh,
just everything how's it helped?
Having space with women who are with you and see you and welcome you as you continue to grow is kind of priceless.
Yeah.
It's really priceless.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. And I wish I could just give you a big hug, but I'm giving you a big virtual hug.
Okay, I really wasn't listening, so I'm going to listen to the recording. Thank you so much, and thank you for believing in me.
Oh, I totally believe in you. Congratulations.